Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again for another video tonight. My deepest apologies. It has been centuries since my last upload. Reason is I ordered a new microphone. I invested in a Blue Yeti microphone, and I had a lot of issues. I ordered it off eBay. Had a lot of issues. It got lost, and it was just delayed. And I had to go back and forth with the buyer, and a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened. But it's here now. It's working. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have used it before, if you guys like it. I've had some issues personally with the bottom of it. The cord, it's a USB plug-in microphone, but the bottom of it's like this really finicky, like PlayStation 3 controller looking cord, and it's really finicky with the power. I've had issues trying to kind of get it to stay on, depending on the sensitive positioning that's located in. But anyway, moving on with the video. So I actually just got back from Osaka. I'm sorry, it's time for Grandpa stories here. Really quickly, this is really exciting. I'm really happy about this, so I really would like to share this with you guys. So I apologize if you guys aren't a fan of the story time here. But really quickly, I just got back from Osaka, so I've been living in Japan for the last 2 years. For you guys that don't know, I'm currently active duty in the Air Force. I've been stationed at Osaka, Japan, and I'm on my way out, transitioning from active duty Air Force to active duty Army, which has been insane. I'm doing a whole bunch of out processing and separating, and just doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But I just came back from Osaka last week, and it was the best Japan trip I've ever had. I'm so happy and feel so blessed that I had the opportunity to go there and experience that. I went to Kobe, went to Kyoto, went to Namba, and just in general, like central Osaka in general, there's just so many amazing things to see. But for Yu-Gi-Oh specifically, what you guys care about, they have a lot of shops there that have English cards. I'm talking about TCG English North American print cards, and they are literally like 50% to even 75% off, like mad cheap. Like it's insane. Like I found champion pack cards. I found ultimate rare first edition German pot of averages. Those were like the equivalent to about $20 US. I found two of those. I found first edition Labyrinth and Nightmare German torrential tributes. I found first edition Asian English Legend of Blue Eyes Regeki, and Regeki, what was the other thing? Regeki, Mirror Forces. So a lot of Asian English cards. I don't really know why. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of Asian English. I don't really know why, because it's literally just the same thing. It just has like Japanese kanji in the back of the cards. To my understanding, if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but you should be able to play Asian English cards in American play in the TCG, because it's all in English on the front, and everyone can read exactly what the card does. So I personally really like investing in Asian English because it's really cheap. And it's literally pretty much the same thing as North American print, except for that has the Japanese kanji in the back. But anyway, enough about that. If you guys have the opportunity, I know you can't just up and go to Japan whenever you want. It's really far and expensive. But if you guys do have the opportunity, I really recommend you guys go to Osaka, Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto, all that, Namba. They're just really great places to pick up Japanese and English Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So enough about that. Really quickly, I just want to go over Legendary Collections 4. I know you guys are probably sick of this, but I don't care. Well, I care, but I kind of, sorry. I love this set so much, and I really want to review a few cards because I personally believe that, as I said before, as time goes on, this set has been kind of dwindling in numbers. So really quickly, I'm just going to be looking at just the secret rares. Of course, we're going to be looking at the near mint and lightly played. We have Red Eyes Darkness Secret, which is going about $13 to $15. Harpy's Battlestar, don't really worry about this. Just don't cheap out. Go ahead and get the Prismatic Secret Rares when you can. Wait until the Megatins come out so you can get the original ones cheaper. Right now, they're crazy expensive. Solemn Judgment came to 3 on the Limited Forbidden list, so it's starting to decrease in swelling a little bit. It was a little bit more expensive than this for the Secret Rare prints, but there is 2 versions of Secrets for this. Same with Regeki. Really silly how Konami printed a lot of these secret rare prints, the same prints as Legendary Collections 4. They kind of mirror, like the Feather Duster, the Judgment, the Regeki. Those are also secret in Legendary Collections 4 as well, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Pot of Greed. But just in general, this was a big thing. So compulsory is about $5 right now. For the longest time, I was picking this card for like $1, half a dollar, and now it's sitting about 5 bones for the first edition. Once this one's gone, it's pretty crazy. This is really good, I think, for a first edition Secret Pot of Avarice. I know everyone wants the ultimates, but they're ridiculously expensive right now, so I think a Secret is definitely a healthy alternative for 3 bones for a first edition. I think that is fantastic. Of course, you got Dark World. I love Dark World stuff. You got the Secret Snows, Secret Brows. It's just a really great set in general to look through. Oh, there's only 3 pages of secrets, so I can pull through that pretty quick. Bear with me here, guys. It's just an awesome set. I know I talk about it a lot, but there's just awesome high rarity cards like Torrential Tribute. And if you can get this for like $2 or under, that's a great thing for secret, as well as this Bottomless Trap Hole, awesome secret. Probably one of my favorite cards out of the set is a secret rare Dark Hole. Dark Hole is it at 3 now? I can't remember. 2 or 3. I think it may be 3. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but just an awesome staple. I know a lot of people don't even play this card anymore because there's a lot of negations against destruction, but still, artwork is amazing, and this is the highest rarity of this card that we have in the TCG until they make an ultimate rare, which they haven't, and I don't think they were planning on making ultimate rare Dark Hole anytime soon. But the secret rares are fantastic, and you go look at the price point here. They're starting to go up to about $3-4, and for the longest time I was picking up for like $1, $2. So this set is definitely increasing. Snows are sitting at about $2. Book of Moon is another sleeper. It's about $2. If you can get this anything for $2 or less, I think Book of Moon First Edition Secret is great. Mirror Force. I personally like the newer Mirror Forces more. I think they're a little bit more playable nowadays, but this is the highest rarity of Mirror Force that we have here, so that's an option. Spy, I like the DT ones, honestly. These secret rares are pretty nice too. We got Ultras, Golds, but the DT rares are my favorite. They've been kind of dwindling, going up a little bit, so I'll check out those. Some more Dark World stuff there with Silva. And for the last page, we have some Dino Rabbit stuff. Oh, and another thing too. I picked up like I think it was 5 or 6 secret rare Photon Shockwave the rabbits there for like about like $10, $12 or so. So I've been wanting to pick those up for a long time. So I found some of those in Osaka. So again, if you ever happen to be in Japan, you can pick up some really killer English TCG cards really cheap. So I was really happy that I finally got my first edition original print bunnies. And some more Dino Rabbit stuff in general. Again, this is just, legacy Dino Rabbit stuff. And that's going to be pretty much it. Really quickly, I want to take a peek at Legendary Collection. Legendary Collections for the counterpart to this set that was released right afterwards. Collection 4. It was pretty much the same thing. A lot of the secrets were the same with Legendary Collection 3 and 4. Again, naturally, okay, maybe I just, okay, I made a mistake here. Legendary Collection 3. There we go. Okay, cool. Also, kind of random off topic. I know, like, I'm total nerd. This is kind of cheesy, but I just saw the new Lion King live action remake here in Japan. We get movies a little bit later here in Japan, and I know this isn't really Yugioh related, but I'm a giant Lion King fan. It was definitely one of my all-time favorite Disney movies as a kid back in the 90s, and I really highly recommend it. It was super good. I really enjoyed it. Some of it is kind of cheesy because it's a Disney story, but it was fantastic. It was really good. So if you guys ever watched that movie when you're a little kid, I really do recommend going and seeing it. It was great in my opinion. Moving on to Legendary Collection 3 here. So of course we got all this other stuff. Again, as I always say, don't invest. You can if you want. To each their own. Oh, sorry, my microphone is muting. What is going on? Stop muting. Sorry about that. I don't know how long that happened. My finicky mic, it kind of has a mind of its own. It decides to just mute on me whenever it wants. So hopefully that wasn't muted for too long. As I was saying, Dark Condition Girl, I personally don't invest in English prints of this. With being in Japan and having so many different awesome rarities and the original artwork, uncensored artwork of Dark Condition Girl, I personally invest in the Japanese OCG exclusively. That's just me personally. Same thing with Harpies too. The original print of the Harpy stuff is just so superior and great. So I really wouldn't worry too much about this, but then again, I get how it's English, and magician players are kind of avid collectors and all that. So I'll leave that up to you guys. This is one of my favorite. I would actually like the what's it called, collections, like not legendary collections. The other secret rare print that we have this over the BLS, super great. Some Regeki, some more Solemn Judgment. This is one of my all-time favorite Sangan. It's so expensive though right now. Look at this. Unlimited are sitting around $14. I want to get a first edition secret Sangan. This is the highest rarity Sangan that we have. All-time classic card. Upstart goblins are going up. You can see the market price as at like 9. You see about 8 for the unlimiteds, which is insane. Like I wouldn't even go. I'm gonna go for the first editions, of course. But it's insane. That card used to be like $2, and now it's just like skyrocketing. Graceful Charity, I really like this a lot. Personally, I prefer the Stardeck Pegasus first edition super rares that have the magic stamp, and they're just really old school nostalgic. These are pretty cool too, though, but they're pretty expensive. I have a playset of these. These are really nice too. I really like the Secret Dark Edition of Chaoses, Pot of Greeds. There's the Ultimate Rare, which is super nice. It's also super expensive, so Secret Rare first edition is a nice alternative for you, the band collectors. Got some secret rare pieces of Exodia. Exchange of Heart. Change of Heart. I really want this. So I have mixed feelings because for a long time I'm trying to pick up original print MRD Ultra Rare First Edition. But they're super expensive, old, makes sense. They're just like, ancient. But these first editions are really nice too. So if you can get them for about 5 bones, that's kind of the price that I've been trying to get them at personally. And I just realized that this is not showing me just the secret rares. So anyway, I just wanted to do kind of a brief review of that. You guys know about this. I always talk about this set. This set is awesome. It's infamous. You guys need to check it out. Anyway, okay, so a few weeks ago I talked about when Dual Devastator drops, it's reprinting all the Ghost Girls, all that good stuff. And I talked about how the Ghost Girls are just amazing. They're amazing in the meta. I think they always will be. Obviously, depending on the changing, shifting of the metas, there's different ones that you're going to use. But the artwork is fantastic, and you're going to want to get the original print first editions of all of them. Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom are pretty expensive because they're the most popular ones, and they're getting a little bit older now from the original sets. But really quickly, to kind of piggyback off that, so we're going to take a look at Ghost Belle and Haunted Mansion. This is going to be the original print from Flood, and let's look at the first editions. I'm pretty sure that there's no first editions until the 3rd page, but really quick, we're just going to go and review that, verify. Okay, so no, I think it's about $12, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember quickly. Okay, so yeah, it's about $12-ish, $13 for the original print Ghost Bells, so it's slowly starting to drop a little bit more as well. Everyone knows it's got the reprint in Dual Power, which dropped its price point significantly. But again, I think with the dawning of Dual Devastator, this is going to drop even more. Of course, everyone's going to want to get the alternative artworks. I think they look pretty great myself. But personally, I would prefer to have the collector's original print first edition. You're going to spend a little bit more money doing that. But I'm telling you guys, I think this is a really good time to go in and get your original print secret rare first edition Ghost Girls. Moving into Ghost Ogre, so this is going to be the runner-up to Ash Blossom. It is going for about, I think, $32-ish for the original print. Of course, we have the Ultimate Rares. I was actually able to pick up one of these in Osaka for $50, so I was able to pick one for $50. So that was a pretty nice deal. Again, benefits of living in Japan and trying to, getting to pick up English cards in Japan. They're a little bit more cheaper depending where you go and what the card is. Okay, so original print Ghost Ogre from Cross Souls. We're going to be looking for the first editions. Of course, there's only 3 pages on the market, so of course it's going to warrant a pretty pricey price tag. And 32. So 32, we have one here for 32, one here for 35. So 32, one of is going to be the cheapest. So about 32 is about the average price tag for the original print Ghost Ogre. Amazing. This is probably my favorite Ghost Girl. I just love the horns. I love the white and red. It's such a great card. I can talk for hours about this card. Anyway, so moving on to Ash Blossom. Infamous Ash Blossom. Everyone loves Ash Blossom. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I just knocked my mic. I apologize. I'm still getting used to this microphone. I knocked the mute button again. This finicky cord. Ash Blossom, this is the wrong version. We need to go to the original print, which is right here, Maximum Crisis. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the first edition secret rares. I apologize. I'm talking at like 100 seconds per super fast right now. I'm trying to not make this video too short. Again, I really just want to shoot this video to kind of test my mic and see if there's actually a difference in the sound quality and kind of just learn how to use it and all that crazy stuff. So we're looking at 31. About 31. There's 3 of, and there's 1 up here. So 31 for first edition. Let me play secret rare Ash Blossom. And what is Winter Cherries? Winter Cherries. These are about 5. They may even be a little bit under under right now. Anything under 5 I think is a great. If you guys have find a Shining Victories first edition Ghost Cherries. I really like the artwork in this. This is not one of the more favorite hand traps, but again, it's still a Ghost Girl. It's still gonna have collectability value and playability value depending on the meta shift. And let's take a look at the first editions right now. They're going to be about $4-ish. So they're about 4 here, and then yeah, about 5. So they're about $4 or $5. This is great. You guys should pick these up. I have several of these. Only go for the first edition original prints. The Mega 10 ones are not going to be as worth, even though it's the same rarity. You definitely want to go for original print first editions. And then the last card is going to be the Spooky Dogwood one. Spooky Dogwood. There we go. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I always forget the name on this one. So still just a solo print on this. Surprisingly enough, even with this being a solo print, you can see it's even cheaper than some of the other ones, which is pretty great. A lot of people don't like this. I personally picked up Mermaid Atlantean, and I've been siding it and actually mating it in my Mermaid Atlantean, and I like it a lot. It's really, really, really helpful. And the first editions are sitting about $11. We have $11 right here, and then so it's about $11. $11 for these one-ofs for this card. Again, I think it may even drop a little bit more when we get Dual Devastator. And that's pretty much it. I just want to review that really quick to remind you guys, hey, Dual Devastator is coming out, and it's going to drop the price tags just slightly, enough for you guys to have a little window of opportunity to go ahead and pick up some nice collectibles, first edition original print Ghost Girls. Okay, Firewall Dragon. This is a banned card. Everyone knows this. This is the most infamous legendary. This is like the it's like the Stardust Dragon with the Dawn of the Synchros. It's like the what was it? Levier Dragon, not Levier. I think what was the one where it was like 2,500? It was 2 level 4s and then 2 level 3s, I think. Anyway, so this is like the big boss Link. And when we got in the Brains era, we got in like the Link era. This was the big boss monster. This was the infamous legendary bully monster. And this card is a collectible card, and it's so cheap right now. And I know I keep on harping on this. I know I talk about a lot of the same cards, but I just really want you guys, if you guys missed some videos, to get this content, to get this information, because this is personally just what I'm investing in. And again, this is all opinion based, and everyone, everyone has their own opinion. Everyone kind of thinks what they think, but I think this is a great investment. So original print, of course, it got a secret rent reprint in the 2018 Megatins, but the original print Code of the Duelist first editions are like so cheap right now. They're about like $4-ish, $5. So they're about $5. They're about $5 right now. If you get these for $5 or less, depending on the shipping and all that, it's about $4, depending on what you put in your card. But this is such a great steal. You guys need to get a lot of these, or at least a playset. Like, please just get a playset for yourself. I promise you, regardless that if this card gets errated or whatever, its artwork is amazing. It's the first boss Link monster, and it's just going to be an amazing collector's card in the future. With that being said, moving on to Relinquish, there's a lot of awesome prints to this, more specifically this one from the Star deck. Of course, there is the Magic Ruler Ultra Rare, which is going to be a little bit superior to this card, but it's also a lot more pricier. So this is the healthier alternative. I've reviewed this card again before. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a Blue Eyes, this isn't a Star Deck Kaiba Blue Eyes, this isn't a Star Deck Yugi Dark Magician. It's not on that level, it never will be, but if you look at the prices, it has potential to grow and has potential to go up in value. I mean, you can see right here, this one is like less than $1. For some reason my card is all jacked up on this. It's still meant to clear that. I'm moving, so I've been kind of cutting down on my investing because I'm moving. I'm moving from Japan to the Columbus area in Georgia. So, anyway, so was that the only one? A lot of these are probably gone. I bought a lot of these, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, these prices blew me away, and I just think this is a great card to buy. And again, so 48 cents. So it's like $1. It's like under $1. There's a lot of one-ups, so there's not really that many first editions left. So you probably have to dig a little bit. But I just wanted to showcase that a little bit. I think it's great. Check that out. Again, this is gonna be a collectibles card. Star Deck Pegasus was just ancient, is ancient, almost as ancient as the TCG game itself. And I may just be a little biased because the starter deck Pegasus was my first cards I ever bought when I was a little kid, and this was of course the front card for that. But anyway, so that, and then of course, really quickly, I guess I'll just take a peek here at the original core set Spell Ruler. or I don't even want. I want to look at Spell Ruler. I want to look at Magic Ruler. Spell Ruler. Some people like it. Some people value Spell Ruler more because I guess there is apparently more or less print. But I personally like Magic Ruler because I'm all about like Magic cards, and Magic was the original name, and all that great stuff here. So I'm just going to go ahead and showcase the Magic Ruler version of Relinquish for first editions, and they are pretty pricey. Not a lot on the market right now. We get our first edition for about $22.50, then it moves to $22.50 again, and then 25, and then on from there. So quite a bit difference. Still the exact same thing as the structure deck, just the change in the set, as you guys know. So honestly, I would really go for those structure deck Pegasus. They're like under $1, and it's just a really good investment. The other one is the Secret Rares from Master Collection Volume. This was the set I was talking about. One, I don't remember if it was the second one or the first one that had BLS, but anyway, the first original print Secret Rare BLS is the one I like the most. This card as well. It's like under $1. There's a lot of one-ups, unfortunately. I personally bought quite a few of these as well, but I think that still it's the highest rarity that we have here in TCG of this card, and it's still relatively cheap. I know people prefer more to play the Fusion Thousand Eyes. It's a little bit more of a powerful card, but still, this is a giant anime card. This is a Pegasus card. It's a collector's card, and it's just has awesome artwork. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm sorry, I really did not take a lot of time to prepare this video. This was kind of just an on-the-fly video I wanted to make really quick and just kind of test out my new mic and kind of just let you guys know I'm still trying to create content. I'm still trying to put some information to you guys. Again, I am separating from the Air Force and switching over to active duty Army, so it's been crazy. I'm going back to the States. There's so much going on. I've been so crazy busy. But I just wanted to make a quick little video for you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been a showcasing by the White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.